In 1990, when I returned to South Africa from exile, 8 out of 10 workers at a restaurant were South African. 2, probably Malawian or Zimbabwe. And today, almost 100% is non-South African. So the new economy that we're getting into after the lifting of the lockdown must answer that question. That any establishment wanting to reopen must have a new labor market policy which prioritizes South Africans, but does not discriminate against Zimbabwean or Malawi. But the proportion of South Africans working in a restaurant must be greater than that of non-South Africans. That's a new economy that we're talking about. In the agricultural sector, similarly.
Hello people, good morning, good afternoon, mamuka say, masukera say, manyara kanaka. Welcome to Prince Miller Entertainment TV channel. My name is Prince Miller. Subscribe to the channel at the button below, and follow us on Twitter at @PMillerENT. We are also on Instagram at Prince Miller Entertainment TV on Instagram. And you just saw a video of Tito Mboweni, Minister of Finance of South Africa, vachitaura nezvenyaya yekuti restaurants and other agriculture, in fact my industries ese kuti 60% of the people who should be employed should be South Africans. And so these have been trending on Twitter since yesterday, which was the 24th of April 2020 to today. People have been putting their views up, especially the South Africans and also Zimbabweans also, because you guys no affect munhu wese, especially my Zimbabweans, because if you are in South Africa, you know what I'm talking about. Ma takeaways akawanda, like wana KFC, wana KFC, wana Stays, Spurs and other restaurants. They actually, most of the employees there are foreigners, especially Zimbabweans. Just no one understood in this hospitality sector. So Matara Arguita, he knows that this is gonna affect us, mostly Zimbabweans, because this is one wakati wandrei muma restaurants. So I've heard that some of the restaurants are not gonna be opening even after the lockdown. So which means only a greater number of foreigners, especially Zimbabweans, are gonna be without work. And this is one of those situations, guys, that coronavirus, COVID-19, is actually affecting families, people who are actually in the diaspora here in South Africa, whether you're in Joburg, whether you're in Durban or Cape Town. So I don't know what you guys think about this video. Tito Mboweni, is he being political, or I don't go to Minister of Finance, but in this moment I just think it is before even the lockdown. So I think after this whole coronavirus thing, I think the government is gonna actually enforce those kind of laws kuti pa each and every restaurant or each and every takeaway. They should be like, if they employ 10 people, they should be like 7 South Africans and 3 foreigners. So this is a very, very, very difficult situation. And we also heard kuti the president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, also said on the other day kuti after 1 May, we have 1 or 2 industries that are going to be opening. Others are still going to be closed because shutdown here now. Yana levels, good level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. So according to him, after 30 April, 1 May, we're gonna be level 4, which means that some of the at least 1/3 of the economy is going to be functioning. So we don't know what Shamira say. We're still gonna be waiting to hear more from the ministers. Pawashaita press briefing, I think today Friday or next week Monday. So we're gonna be hearing more about which is Famba say. But as it looks right now, most people are gonna be at home still. Most people are gonna be home still because according to the circulation of of some of the papers are attended from the ministry, it looks as if most people are actually at level 3, level 2, because most of the people are domestic workers and most of the people they work in construction, they work in restaurants and stuff. So those kind of those kind of industries are not gonna be opened anytime soon. So we're gonna be, I'm gonna do actually a video about all those packages, all those levels akatarwa na Sisura Maposa. So on this issue, I was just gonna be talking much about nyaya hii ya Tito Mboweni. It really affects us Zimbabweans a lot because this one wacho arikutaurwa is so I don't know what you guys wanna say. I'm just gonna read some of the comments that people have been saying on social networks about this whole issue. South Africans are very happy. They are very happy because this has been going on for a long time, and it looks as if this is now the right time you could have implemented that kind of to enforce that law, because most of these companies, especially restaurants and stuff, they need money, and could even wanted that a package here government poor, they shall be forced to actually put that kind of law into action, which means some of our brothers and sisters are going to be losing their work soon in this hospitality industry in South Africa, and most of our brothers are the ones who are actually involved in this industry, so pakaipa. So I just want you guys to comment in the comment section and say how do you take this situation. It's been trending on social networks, especially in Zimbabwe groups on WhatsApp, on Zimbabwe groups on Facebook, and also people have been talking much about it on Twitter, back and forth, so it is what it is, guys. Okay, so someone says, but that has always been the case. Restaurants are expected to employ more locals than foreigners. Of course, this can only be on paper. Most countries give first preference to the locals. Nothing much to make people panic. He said that there should be no discrimination. Yeah, it is what it is. I agree with him. This is what it is. They should employ more locals than foreigners. So just imagine with you uchenda ku at the restaurant in Harare, then onzoni ona pakazara vanhu Mozambique and stuff, then usvika onzuna basa hapana. How do you feel? It doesn't feel right. So I agree with this guy saying that that always the case equity. If you're in Harare, if you're in Zimbabwe, the companies should actually offer first preference to the locals, not the foreigners. So people, we as Zimbabweans or we as foreigners, we should stop. We should stop saying South Africans are lazy, or they are drunkards, or they are, we should stop doing that. We should stop using those kind of words, because those words are not good words, and those words always cause problems. Xenophobia and stuff, then we end up blaming them. These people are xenophobic. So I think people should stop saying bad words like South Africans are lazy. I think that's being a stereotype. People should stop doing that, especially Zimbabweans. We should stop doing that. We should behave. Actually, we should behave, because it's also a tirivaranda, and it's also a tirivaranda. So someone says here in SA, no white man can be told by a black government who to employ. Whites are clever, they want their job done efficiently and accurately, regardless of the nationality, of which a Zim guy is always their priority. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Some white people, they actually employ Zimbabweans because in most cases also it's because of mari. Most of varungu hari kubhadhara mari dzakawanda, so they always prefer Zimbabweans, because even from Zimbabwe wakamuti ndokupa dollar whole day andongobvuma, because most of us, we are desperate. Saka white people, most of them, they prefer Zimbabweans because of money, because of cheap labor. Some they prefer Zimbabweans because we are actually a good people, but in most cases 80% of the cases is because it's also cheap labor. Hapana chimwe chinhu. You see, so someone says if they do put strict measures, nezvaari kutaura, it will work. There's a high chance most restaurants will need funding to reopen, and to get funding you have to employ South Africans first. Guys, do not be in denial. Rather start preparing your souls for what lies ahead. You have an open mindset. Zvogona kuipa, zvogona kunaka. Hospitality industry mostly depends on tourists in Cape Town, especially, which means business is going to be low for a very long time, because they will not open for tourists anytime soon. They might open the country fully, but then it will take a while for them to open for tourists, and even the tourists, it will take them a while to gain the courage to move around the world. Corona is too by far to go away. So prepare yourself. If they really want to put these laws and enforce them, they can. I agree, totally agree. It should take time to back to normal. No tourist is gonna travel after coronavirus. It should take maybe 6 months or a year or even 2 years, so that kuti vanhu vanyatso travel from UK to America or from America to South Africa pachambotora nguva, because coronavirus yakonzeresa a big dent. 2020 is cancelled, it's cancelled. So people who work in the hospitality industry, you guys, you should find another alternative, another option, how you can actually earn a living, because it's gonna be a tougher time ahead. I don't see many people in that industry vachishanda anytime soon. So in hospitality, things have changed baba, nokuda kwemutemo zvegovernment izvi. I've been in the hospitality industry for years. Kwatove nemahotels and restaurants asingatopinze maforeigners basa, though mutemo wacho wanga usati wave that strict. Saka pakaipa, guys. This is other guy who's commenting there. Someone says, of course, you can't expect every restaurant to hire a foreigner. Why they don't hire? Because they know your papers are not proper. They don't want bad reputation and disturbances, only by they know who works efficiently. Someone says, point of correction, don't ever again think that you are better than South Africans. Yeah, that's what I was saying with Zoni. We as Zimbabweans, we should stop degrading, we should stop insulting South Africans and saying, you guys are lazy, you guys are munongwadoro stereki, or awadukushanda, or awadmabasa. We should stop doing that, Zimbabweans. We should stop doing it. It's bad, very, very bad. Hakuna mna perfect. No one is perfect. We Zimbabweans who are actually bad, more bad than South Africans. They're actually South Africans who are actually good than Zimbabweans. So let's stop actually being that stupid, being that selfish. So I think this is the time that we as Zimbabweans, we should actually work together, unite, and actually form a sort of like a situation in this hard time. And so I just want to hear guys what you say in the comment section, because with this speech Tito, it will affect and it will also expose 60% of us might lose our jobs, you see. So pakaipa woman, pakaipa. So let's also comment in the comment section. Let us talk a Tony Sunny, especially to Zimbabweans who are in diaspora, who are actually in South Africa. If you're in Joburg, Cape Town, Durban, it may not affect you because you are also in that industry, but it seems as if this is going to affect everyone because it's not just the hospitality industry only, but it seems as if the whole labor situation. And so guys, let's talk in the comment section. Subscribe to our channel, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram at Prince Miller Entertainment TV channel. So guys, let's talk in the comment section. We may not like it, but to go proper background. And also, before I go, I just want to thank to all the Zimbabweans who are actually helping other Zimbabweans in terms of food, marriage, chikafu. I've seen clothes, I've seen wonder in this time of distress. Guys, I just want to say thank you guys. Kuna rukubatsira varikuyamura foundations arikufomwa with some other local companies which are owned by Zimbabweans, which are doing quite well, which are doing well for the people. I just wanna take an opportunity to just thank them a lot nezvavari kuita rukubatsira handiti because tipa nguva yakaoma and it shall be difficult, especially mwedzi atiuteerai May, June, July is going to be quite a difficult month for Zimbabweans in South Africa. So I just want to give thanks to the companies who are contributing. And so actually I'm just thinking to actually do another episode whereby we just have to mention those companies, those local companies, those small businesses which are helping other people, which are helping our people, because we are not getting any government assistance. They are talking about the UIF, what, but you see, 80% of those people, 80% of our people as Zimbabweans are just actually to get that UIF, because most of us, we don't have those bank accounts. Actually wana FNB and stuff. Most people, they have Mukuru and stuff, but UIF is very tricky when it comes to those type of banks. So most people, they don't have actually the proper documentation to actually get UIF. You can UIF relief fund in this situation, but others are very fortunate enough, they are getting those kind of payments. But the most general population as foreigners, they actually won't be getting any UIF because hawana proper documentation. It's a bit tricky there. So give thanks to all the companies who are actually contributing something to help our brothers and sisters who are in South Africa. I've seen many groups, good people are contributing a lot, people are helping a lot. May God bless you, and I really appreciate as Prince Miller Entertainment TV channel. We really appreciate kubatsirana munguva dzakaoma kudai. So guys, any contribution is it may be small, it is really we need help in any in any form. And also the repatriation of Zimbabweans is a very other situation. Pakaipa, if you are thinking of going to Zimbabwe at the moment, I just think you should wait a little bit until things get settled, because mafambiro acho haana kumira musha, because we do actually another video. We're gonna be covering that kind of situation yekutwa ne Zim embassy. And you know what, I just want to give them a thanks also, because vakasomudza musoro in this situation. But the way the whole situation is being handled, aunochenera murod and pakaipa. So we're gonna do a cover on that. But for now, guys, I was just talking about Tito Mboweni, speech I attended yesterday, which was on Thursday, which really is gonna be affecting most Zimbabweans in South Africa, especially in the hospitality industry. So guys, thank you very much. I think I've talked enough today. Let's catch us later.